I want to say thanks to Coach Schertz and the whole coaching staff for this opportunity. St. Mary of the Woods is a fairly new program, and I thought tonight we got to share light on our program along with the help of Indiana State. And so I think it was great for the whole county, West Vigo, and we're excited once again about the opportunity that the season that we got in front of us.
Questions for the student athletes?
Yeah, well, guys, obviously you guys both have Wabash Valley ties. Just how cool is it to be back here playing the Holman Center against Indiana State?
I mean, I thought it was amazing. It's kind of weird coming in, being the opponent instead of being the player. But it was great. I mean, the atmosphere's always been amazing at Indiana State in the Holman Center, and it was nice to see fans continuing to support the team. And thought it was great for us to be able to come in and face this type of adversity early and see this great crowd and see the type of physicality that is up here too.
Yeah, like Cope said, it was a great opportunity for everyone here. We had a lot of fun, and it was kind of a personal thing between me and him, having ties with Indiana State, but it was a great opportunity to be able to come in here and just have fun and play the game of basketball together. I'm proud of our guys, and I can't wait to see what we do this season.
You mentioned you guys have high expectations for this season. I mean, just what is, playing an opponent like this at their place, a D1 opponent, what does that do for the strength of you guys the rest of the season? I know you probably aren't going to face many opponents like in Indiana State. It's going to strengthen you guys for when you guys play in your conference.
Yes, sir. I believe it's better the teams you play, the better you're going to be. And Indiana State's close to the top of their conference, and hopefully we can end up being at the top of our conference too.
And I just want to piggyback off that. Indiana State is a fine program. They're in great shape. Coach Schertz is doing a phenomenal job. Once again, I can't thank him enough. He's a brilliant coach, phenomenal man, good friend of mine. Look forward to coming back hopefully in a year or two. And I think this is really good for my guys. And once again, I just can't thank him enough for allowing us to have this opportunity, get our fan base, St. Mary of the Woods, out here. We had a great crowd. We're right down the street. So it was, once again, it's just a phenomenal opportunity for our guys. But I want to say Indiana State's in great hands. You guys are looking really good. Two dynamic guards. The program is in great hands. And once again, we'll be following as we go embark onto our season at the NAI level. We will be following them as they work in their season. I think, once again, it's good for Terre Haute in the community. And he does a phenomenal job in that phenomenal team.
Cobie, Coach Schertz praised you guys' physicality tonight, and just how do you feel like your identity as a team is kind of forming in these two exhibition games?
I believe we battle hard on the glass, and we have some stuff we have to fix defensively. People have gotten open, but I believe we play hard, we play strong, and we might not always have the tallest guys, but we always come out and play as hard as we can, and physicality comes along with that. But it starts in practice, and I believe our identity is playing hard and being the hardest working team out there every day. So.
Cobie, what was kind of hard to do today in terms of defending ISU? Right? Was it their slashing and getting to the basket? Was it the change of pace? Was it kind of their separation that you could create off the dribble? What did you see was kind of hard to kind of defend today?
I mean, it started with Swope getting going early in the first half. He got, I want to say, 2 or 3 pretty big threes to get them going early. And Coach Schertz, he does a great job. I mean, I think he's one of the best offensive coaches in the country. And not just offensively, he's got his team playing defense pretty hard too. So whenever you're playing against a team who has such high IQ guys and such high IQ cutters and just players, I believe it's really hard to just guard that. And I think they're going to have some pretty good success this year.
Lincoln, what do you see from your guys? Just kind of a lot of new faces, right? A lot of moving parts, transfers coming in, a lot of players on the roster. What do you see from just you guys kind of learning how to get some of that rapport going? It's still preseason for you guys. So what do you learn about your guys' squad?
I think being able to play against someone a caliber of Indiana State, having the opportunity to play against someone like that, kind of exposed some weaknesses that we need to work on. So it'll be good for us to be able to go back and look at that and see what we need to get better at, and that's only going to help us down the road when we're playing against NAI opponents. So
they had a lot of free throws in that second half. Did you see anything They had 0 in the first half, a ton in the second half. Did you see anything switch or anything that was different that they were doing that kind of created that type of situation?
I feel like they were attacking the basket a lot more in the second half. But I mean, I don't know. The rest was calling more fouls, I guess.
Yeah, no, and I also, it's an exhibition game, so I like to see as a coach some different rotational things, some different defensive things. And so the first half we were doing a little aggressive showing, and then the second half we switched. So now their dynamic guards were going against our 4s and 5s, which allow, you know, hand checks and calls or whatnot. So once again, I just want to see how some things were working with us and putting some things in to hopefully better us moving forward in the year.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Coach, are you still please? Are you still filling out your team, because you're playing a lot of players in both of your 2 exhibition games with Valparaiso here in Indiana State? So with that many players out there, are you still trying to get the feel for them, or are you still trying to get them to get the feel for each other?
Both. I think our guys are doing a great job of coming together, the old with the new. I brought in a lot of transfers, but we also have a lot of returners, and I want them to know that I have full faith in all of them. And some nights we're going to have a big rotation, and some nights we'll have a shortened rotation. But I think our guys know the motto, next man up. Be ready when your number's called. And then I think I was very excited to see our bench camaraderie tonight and staying together and staying locked in and focused and cheering for each other.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Gentlemen, you are excused.
Appreciate you guys.
Some more questions. All right, questions for Coach?
Coach, I think you only had like 10 turnovers with, 5 minutes into the second half. I feel like you took care of the ball pretty well for the most part tonight. Is that a positive?
Oh, very, very positive. Leaving tonight, I have 2 positives. One, we took care of the ball, and if we can rebound 32 to 36 with a very athletic team that Indiana State has, and the caliber of athletes that they have, and we can rebound with them, those are 2 good things that I'll go away with.
How hard was it to get back and get your boys back to defend the transition game on the break of ISU coming down the court, keeping guys where they're going, and just like get back, win that foot race back to defend your goal?
For sure, you're talking about high caliber athletic human beings, and so once again, our guys did the best that they could of trying to compete at that level. Once again, we're going against a dynamic team, a phenomenal coach, and I thought our guys competed the best way they could. Sometimes, I'm preaching crash the boards, so every now and then we'll give a leak out. But once again, tonight was a trial run for us as well. And so we was able to work out some kinks and hopefully better us in the future.
And then, Coach, for you personally, or I guess for the team, but for you as well, this is your first game of the program. Well, I guess it's an exhibition, but first big stage kind of game, right, that you're here with St. Mary's of the Woods. What can you say about coming to Holman Center? I know you said it's a big deal and you guys want to be back, but what does it mean to just get this first one for you under your belt in terms of, like I said, a big game setting? I know the season opener is coming up, but just that big game setting you guys had tonight.
No, I just really, for the student athletes, man, they work so hard. I hold them so accountable. I want them to be fine young men. And so it's good just to get out here and compete together. And what better to do it at a hometown, Indiana State, or right across the street, And so once again, man, we're just thankful. We're humbled. Coach Shorts gave us this opportunity, the whole coaching staff. Friendly friend of mine, Matthew Graves, he helped with the process. And we're just very thankful for the opportunity. And our guys and our fan base really, really enjoyed coming out and supporting this game. And so once again, we're thankful, and we're going to support Indiana State as much as we can this year.
Anything else for Coach? Coach, thank you. Best of luck to you this season.